What's good, YouTube? It's your boy VH Scratch King coming at you today. Again, with just a quick look at the landscape. Just want to check out what tickets are out there. So, just a warning, there'll be no scratching today. So, if you choose to do so, feel free to just go ahead and close the video. But again, just gonna see what tickets are out there. I know the new tickets should be announced any day now, as well as to just kick some knowledge at least from my end on some things that I look for and actually do a little bit of math today. So again, would love for you to hang around, but individual choices. So we'll go ahead and we got some tabs open up top. Um, Scratch your choices here again. Don't look too different from what we looked at about 2 weeks ago. You guys know I typically play the 30s, the 20s, every now and then the 10s, and we squeeze in the fives kind of just for some variety across the channel. But again, we only have three $30 tickets here in Virginia. The newest, of course, being the ticket you see here, the $30 Millionaire Maker ticket. And you'll hear me every now and then say there's only 6 top prizes left hanging out there. Zoom in just a bit. And that's what I mean. 6 going unclaimed. Of course, anybody can hold on to a ticket and claim it, at their choosing. But this is the landscape out there. About 70% of these $500 still left. Kind of consistent amongst there, so it may be a little bit before that next one drop. It's not. Well, I guess it ain't gonna be public knowledge, or isn't public knowledge. It's just my hunch. This one's easy because these numbers are divisible by 10. But if I see like 10% of all these prizes going, then in my head, somewhere in that shipment or whatever, it's probably time for one of those to be claimed. And that's the kind of what I hold to for the most part. Again, it's just all guessing, but mathematically it sounds to be about what you would expect across all of the games. So these prizes are still out there. We'll come back later, take a little bit further deep dive into these $30 tickets, but we'll just zoom right through them. As you can see too, going back, those odds 1 in 2.78, Vice 1 in 2.77, very small margin there. This ticket though, of course, has been out almost 2 years now. So there's only one top prize left unclaimed out there. Take a look at the variety of the prizes. You can see, of course, the top prize on most games will be that lowest, quote unquote, break even price. Some of the $10 tickets, the lowest is 15 or what have you there. As you can see, the next one is actually 60. So that's why you see a lot of 60s on this ticket as opposed to these 40s and 50s, just because there's more of those tickets that are actually out there. And surprisingly, they go from the amount of, tickets for each denomination, of course 30, which makes sense, 60, then it's actually the 100. There's more $100 winners than 50 or 40 here. So those small things are things that I look for in games too. Again, between the 20 and 30, I'm definitely looking for what I call mid-tier prizes, anywhere from these hundreds to 600. That's my wheelhouse there. Of course, no one's looking to just break even. No one's really expecting to win a top prize. You're hoping and, of course, always believing. But realistically, this is where my eyes come to when I look at any of these tickets. So we even go to the Extreme Millions, 1 in 2.97. These odds are, of course, the worst of the $30 tickets. But again, if you scroll down, same thing. And again, like I said, we'll take a deep dive into these $30 tickets in a little bit, but almost $1 million $100 prizes out there. I mean, Vice, 391,000, 90,000. But again, you got to take a look at the total number of tickets, and again, we'll look at that too. So these are just those things that I look for. Like I said, if we were to just do the math and see what the percentage is on that, which I've actually done. But again, so I don't let this top prize always scare me away, because again, it's just not it's not worth it to. I mean, it's not that it's not worth it. Most people, the front of their mind, if all of these prizes were gone, they'll say, "Oh, that game's dead." But man, if there's, most of it's gonna not really play out like that. But if all these top prizes were gone and the game was announced closed, but this 500, 400, there was just tons of prizes out there. I'd still look for that game, and we'll take a look at that in a minute in the $20 ticket. So the Premier Cash game, which actually let me open the ticket. My apologies for bouncing around, but be patient with me. We'll bring this over here. As you can see, I've said this in previous videos. 652-800, 652-800. 3 bonus games on the back. Instant wins, of course, being double money bag, cash vault. As you can see here, cash vault, double money bag, stack of cash. This is actually the exact same game. So I've not found this ticket in a long time. I mean, I'm not driving 50, 60 miles, coronavirus or no coronavirus, but this is the game like I was just mentioning. Even if this game's announced that it's, closing, which again, this game, the last date to claim a prize is in July, there's still a lot of these prizes out there. Like, there's more than a third. It's probably 36, 37%, if not 40, of these $500 tickets still out there. So definitely, I wouldn't stop playing this, just even though there's still 2 of the top 3 prizes out there, like, which I think one of these would fall, because again, if you look at this, there's a third, 2/3 of those that were claimed, 2/3 of those. So going with the logic, it should be time for that to come down to 1, but that is what it is there. And then for a $20 ticket, those odds are, a little slightly worse than the $30 ticket. So that's crazy for a $20 ticket. And again, the Premier Cash will have the same odds, etc., prize structure breakdown. But no one's claimed one of these top prizes yet. Of course, it came out in December, so every now and then you'll see me grab 5 or 7, or I'll play this not heavy, but I'm not just gonna grab one if I can help it, make it a bonus ticket or something like that, because it's just a lot of these prizes out there. This $5 million payday, of course, some people say this is their favorite, but again, if we look at some of those things, it's a boat ton of prize ranges there. Of course, most of them being right in this wheelhouse area here. But similar to the other one, there's still a lot of those $100 prizes out there that, of course, lures people in. So, I actually like this ticket too, for what it's worth. Same odds as the Cash Premier ticket, so not a bad ticket. Lucky 7, a little slightly worse, but again, this one has tons of rings. If you got to scroll down versus this one, this is all the prizes. It's worth playing if those mid-tier prizes justify it in your eyes. These are pretty spread out. Again, these are all in the tens of thousands, the 177s, all of these. So tons of prizes out there on this game. We'll get back on this as well. $5 tickets, I mean, I don't speak too much of these, just because if we did the math here, there's almost 5 million of these tickets printed. And again, Virginia, I think Florida or North Carolina, I've looked, and there's not a way on one of those states to see how many tickets are printed. Here, of course, because we know what the odds are. Well, it ain't even about the odds. Because we know the odds of winning the top prize, and we know the number of the top prize tickets that are out there at the start, you just multiply these 2 numbers together. That's how many tickets exist for this game. So we would round this up to 1,250,000. That would times the 4. That's 5 million. So we'll roughly say there's 5 million tickets. Of course, only 4 tickets out there. This 180. So that's why I say these $5 tickets. I mean, you may see every now and then hear someone hit 500 or 100, but it's just not very probable. It's more likely that you're just gonna lose on these tickets. I mean, that's all tickets. Don't get me wrong, but if you can definitely sustain, people say afford or whatever, but if you can play these, again, the math, I'll show you how to do the math. At least in my eyes, they add up. So again, I just play these for kicks, to be quite honest. This one has 6 million tickets that are printed. I mean, it's just is what it is. This one, these ones, I know Ken said he doesn't like those all or nothing type tickets, but these I don't think they're terrible. Again, they sacrificed the top prize amount not being like $500,000 or 100,000 to make the odds of winning that top prize, very amicable, I guess I should say, attractive, so, but again, when I look at these $30 tickets, again, to do the math, again, I'm looking for those mid-tier prizes. Like I said, I call that the $100 to the $500 range. So we only have three $30 tickets. So across all three, I'll look at the math there. And again, I already discussed how to find out how many tickets are printed. This one's easy without a calculator. Multiply this by 10 would give you the 2,448,000 tickets out there. So if we were to take a look here, ooh, which ticket is this? Oh, okay, third one going backwards. So that's that number there. In the red, what you see here, of course, is just adding up all of these tickets for each of these amounts and then dividing that by this number here, and then of course just sliding the number to the right. So here, I'll let me escape there, pull up the calculator, me lock it to the back. Let's launch that again. All right, so what I mean is, if we were to clear this off, and we'll start from the 100. If we add the 90,603 tickets that are in the $100, 31, 151, 11, 144 plus 10,073, then these prizes together here are the $100 to the $500 range. This is how many winners are out there total aggregate across those. So then if we take that number and we divide it by the total number of tickets printed, 2,448,000, then this is what we get. We, of course, from math class, we just then need to slide our number to the right 2 places to get our percentage. So it lands here at 5.84. So that means, like, if you buy a ticket, you actually have a 5.84% chance to win one of these prizes. Not just $30 or $40, but one of these prizes circled in red. And that's a little bit just, I mean, it's of course going to probably be a lower number, $20, $10, or whatever. But again, I'm looking for these mid-tier prizes. We slide to the next ticket. Same system, again, multiplying this number here by the total number of tickets for that top prize amount gets you, there's a over or just short of 12 million of these tickets printed. Of course, this ticket came out in 2017. Using the same math, adding up all these numbers and dividing it by that, you almost have a 10% chance of winning one of these prizes. I'm going to test this out actually later in the day. I'm going to buy 5, 7, something like that of these tickets. And that's not always going to hold true. I mean, it's mathematically, that's just is what it is. But again, you could really, I mean, it wouldn't happen. Well, I ain't going to say it wouldn't happen, but the odds would still be the same if you were to buy, I don't know, let's say you lost 100 in a row and then all of a sudden you won on 10 in a row. Like, it might seem like, man, I lost 100 in a row. There's no way those odds are right. There's nothing to say that, you can't have a string of winners. I don't think, I know tickets aren't printed like that, etc. But again, just listening to the numbers, that's not right. And if you don't believe that without even doing the calculator, just look at this number here. Without even doing math, if there's 11 million tickets, what does it take to make 10% of those? That's, of course, what would you say? 1.1 million. This number is almost there. So there's almost, it's probably 8%, 7-8% chance that you'll win $100. Of course, these add into that range that I look for, but again, I don't want to say it's crazy, but again, that's stuff I look for. And then, of course, the third ticket being a little bit worse. Same thing, same math. You know, a little bit over 6% chance of winning one of those prizes from buying just a single ticket. You know, so hey, that's just the math. I mean, you can do this math for any single prize amount to say, what's my chances of winning? You know, 20,000 or 50. Again, it's just the same formula. If you did it on this calculator, you have that crazy exponential e to the negative fourth or something like that. But you know, so we'll slide up out of here. But again, that's what I look at um, when I'm really like looking to start getting some hits or some wins. Again, because I'm not. I mean, I'm going into it like I said. We all are hoping to hit a top prize. You'd be crazy to think that you're playing like not having that somewhere in your mind, whether it's in the front or the back. You know, it is what it is. But again, I'm realistically looking to hit on these mid tier prizes, and if the math doesn't work for me, like here, of course, it's a $5 ticket, so I don't want to drop all the way down to 25. But this is really the middle here. Even though 500 might not sound like a lot, it's kind of a stretch to add it to here. You can see it's almost 10 times less than this next amount, so it would skew the number somewhat. So this would be somewhat considered the mid-tier prizes here. And these $5 tickets, it just doesn't add up to me. But again, that's just one thought. I mean, the math is the math. I know we all may not use math, but just buy a ticket based off if we won the first time we played, if it's colorful, if a kid pointed to it. I mean, you know, it's various people. Everybody has their reasons, but again, to try to be profitable, just like in odds on what game do you play at a casino, House definitely has the advantage on these scratch tickets as well. So it's all for fun. But again, it's just something that maybe get you all thinking if you haven't just done that just yet. But again, you probably already are using some kind of logic to it. So again, not too much more to it. Like I said, no new tickets really. Nothing to really look at. Let me see what's closing soon. A lot of these tickets I don't see in any store. Again, looking for that one. This is the older colored one. I actually see these. I see these every now and then. Top prize 1 in 20,000, 10,000 bucks. 33, 20%, 20 something percent of them out there still. This game closes in April. Oh man. Yeah, well, this game closes in about a week or two. So yeah, this one's a wrap for this one. If for some reason you got this one laying around and you saw this video and you noticed, you better get out there and claim it. Because truth be told, it was an article that got me, you know, that video I made where I saw those Florida tickets. You know, I look at these winners every now and then around the state. This last win, of course, was from Centerville. Somewhere here, yeah, Centerville. But I saw one of these articles, expiring ticket alert, and that made me think about that stack of Florida tickets that I got. Now I still got a bigger stack too to go through, but you know that's what you risk when you don't cash them within a finite period of time. You just forget about them, or they get misplaced or thrown somewhere else. But I'm rambling on now. Like I said, don't want to make this video too long. Probably already is. Like I said, but if you stuck around and you kind of heard my logic, then give me some feedback. I'm curious to see what goes into your decision making when you're buying tickets. Like, I want to say for real, because I mean, I know we just half the time just buy one, two, or just a few, and then you know we're not thinking too much into it. But like I said, I don't think. Well, it changed when I've got the channel because, like I said, just for variety's sake, I do play tickets I wouldn't normally ever play. But again, I used to always buy 3 or 5 of the $10 or $20 ticket. Like I said, I've not ever really been one with thinking you're gonna come out on top buying just 1 or 2. I mean, it may tilt in your favor for a little bit, but like I said, in the long run, it won't. Let me see. All games. $5. I need to look at these $10. We haven't played $10 scratchers in a well. We played these I don't have any luck with that new game. Play these doublers. These top ones are gone, and that one's expiring. I don't see this one too much. That's about it for all I would want to play. Just thinking out loud now. Again, this is the one where friend that hit 1,000 last week. Just trying to see how many left out there. I guess he got real lucky. This is 4.5 million of those tickets printed. 4,000. Yeah, that's a good. This one, like I said, these prizes are gone. Still a lot of $1,000. Well, not a lot actually. 19 out of 132. Well, these prizes are gone. I mean, there's 2 top prizes out there, but hey, you think about that. That's less than 30. Yeah, it's 20 something percent. 20 times 6. Nah, that's actually less than 20%. Yeah, it's around 15. Woo. So this game is hanging out there, but there ain't a lot of prizes left. So yeah, I wouldn't really play this game. It's just not a lot of those prizes left out there. And then this one was the one that for a while I actually liked. I don't know why I fell off of it. This is another one that, well, these are about the same, 25. So you got about the same chance of winning 50 as 25. So that's not a bad thing to have. So yeah, we'll get back on that too. But again, let me stop rambling. Get you guys your time back. But again, just wanted to really take time out. Do it about it was 25 videos, but I guess we've been doing more videos, so just do it when it kind of necessitates it. But just to always check the landscape, it's a good thing to do every now and then. It ain't got to be like every month or a certain specified period of time. But again, if you don't know, like that orange ticket we just pulled up, I'm like, ain't really that many prizes. And you just may just be buying a ticket and you don't have as good odds as you thought you had. So again, but thanks everybody that hung around here. Like I said, definitely feel free to comment. I mean, if it was dumb, made no sense to you, hey man, ain't nothing wrong with saying that too. But again, appreciate the time. Definitely stay safe. I'm gonna drop out of here. Like I said, we're gonna put this theory to test. This slide us over here. It's 9.69, but we're gonna see if we hit 100 or something like that tomorrow or later. Well, I'm recording this video the night before to have prep for a midnight release. So it's Friday evening now, but tomorrow I'll drop a video sometime in the morning or after lunch. We'll buy at least 5 of these tickets. And I mean, I guess I had to buy at least 10, but I'm gonna see if this theory holds true with just that number. So we should hope for a $100 hit tomorrow, but we'll see. Again though, stay safe, take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.